When it comes to the interior comfort of a home and the energy efficiency, you have to look at insulation as a key ingredient. Today we're going to be meeting with Craig from Arc Insulation on why he uses new wool cellulose insulation in every Earhart home.
So every house has the same issue. Warm air rises, cold air falls. In order to make a home more comfortable, we have to control the amount of air that leaks into a house and the amount of air that goes out of a house. That is done with cellulose insulation, as it controls the amount of air coming in and out of a house by completely filling the cavities and stopping all airflow. As you spray cellulose in a wall, it fills every nook and cranny, and not only does it do that, it doesn't allow air to pass through it. Fiberglass insulation allows air to pass through it. That's why houses are drafty and cold. We control that completely with cellulose insulation. It doesn't allow air to pass through it.
So where is most of my air leakage happening?
Most of your heat loss is through the ceiling and through the attic. 75% of all heat loss is vertical. Warm air rises, cold air falls. So we want to stop the warm air from rising through the house and out of the house. And we do that, again, with the density of cellulose insulation, which doesn't allow air to pass through it.
And what about the outlets?
How many times have you felt cold air coming from a light switch on a wall? Well, that's coming from the outside, through the wall, through the fiberglass, and through your light switch. Again, with cellulose insulation, when it completely fills the cavity and surrounds that electrical box, stops that airflow from coming from the outside to the inside. When you talk about old versus new, this is where cellulose insulation, a spray-in-place insulation, works hand over fist against fiberglass, which is cut to fit. Here, I have a monolithic fill, irregardless of how wide my cavity is. It's continuous, it's sprayed, it is locked in place, and it displays all the air and stops all the air from coming in regardless of how thick it is. Here we have 3 inches, here we have 9 inches, here we have 14.5 inches, but it is monolithic, solid fill, no air. One of the other benefits of a cellulose insulation is its environmental impact. Because it's 100% recycled product, we're not taking any new products and creating another new product. We're taking existing used newspapers, recycling them, shredding them. We're impregnating borax into them to act as a fire retardant. The other benefit you get with borax is it's a natural insecticide that kills mold and mildew and deters insects and rodents from entering your house.
Fire safety, I know you brought a little prop for me. Can we see a little demonstration?
Yes, we can. I'll be more than happy to show you the benefits of cellulose insulation and fire. Here I have 1.5 inches of cellulose and a little round circle composed of copper and nickel, and I'm going to melt that, not hurt my hand, and I have to melt it at about 1800 degrees. So here we are, we're just 1800 degrees, 1.5 inches away from my hand, melting this little piece of copper and nickel. There, it's gone. I'm going to pour it off, and I can touch this without hurting myself at all. And I didn't hurt my hand on the other side either. So not only can you stop and increase your energy efficiency, but we're going to increase the safety surrounding you. Sound today is very precious. We build houses with fiberglass that allow air again to pass through the walls, and when that happens, you get outside noise passing in and out of the house, as well as room to room, basements with theaters in them. But today we can control those noises with a high density product such as cellulose, as it absorbs the energy waves and stops noise from going through. Here we're standing next to a 4-lane highway in Illinois, Butterfield Highway out in Warrenville, with traffic going up and down, and you absolutely hear nothing, okay? And we are less than 100 yards away from this highway, and we hear nothing coming through these walls, and we don't even have drywall in the ceilings yet, but we have controlled all the noise that's coming in. So that is a benefit from outside to inside. So one of the last things we want to talk about is the energy efficiency of your home. and what the impact of insulation has on that, because that's the primary reason it's used for the energy efficiency of a home. And today, with skyrocketing utility costs, we want to make a more energy efficient home. We want to do that so that we cut our utility costs in excess of 40%. And you achieve that with a home when it's insulated with cellulose. We can achieve a 40% conventional saving over utilities over the conventional use of fiberglass. So when you think about that, yes, it might cost you a little bit more to put in a little better insulation. However, this is the only upgrade in your house that you will do that's going to pay you back every single month. And that's all year round, not just wintertime savings in heating, but in summertime savings in cooling. And there you have it, a home that is energy efficient, comfortable, environmentally safe, environmentally enhancing to our own environment. You have a home that you know you can go into and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to heat it in the winter or cool it in the summer.